Hello, students. Today we're going to talk about lexical cohesion in discourse. Today, the lesson 12, and we're going to talk about the topic named lexical cohesion in discourse. So, let's get it started. Before starting the lesson, we are going to talk about what the objectives and outcomes are from this lesson, and the students will be able to distinguish between forms of LC, it means lexical cohesion, and they will be able to define them in the text. By the end of the course, the students will be aware of LC, have clear understanding and about its forms, and able to define them in the text. So now we'll see the system of cohesion. As we mentioned in the previous lessons, if you know about the grammatical cohesion we learned and what they are, and today we're going to talk about the system of cohesion, lexical, and the types of the lexical cohesion. So let's get it. The principle of cohesion. So we always mention the principle of cohesion. It's because without the principles, we never ever just know what the cohesion is. The concept of cohesion in the text is related to semantic ties or relations of meanings that exist within the text and that define it as a text. Without semantic ties, sentences or utterances would seem to lack any type of relationship to each other and mightn't be considered as a text. And cohesion can be defined as the property that distinguishes a sequence of sentences that form a discourse from a random sequence of sentences. It is a series of lexical, grammatical, and other relations which provide links between the various parts of a text. In studying cohesion, we should make a distinction between linguistic cohesion, pragmatic cohesion, or coherence. Cohesion is concerned with the way in which the components of the surface text, for example, the actual words we hear or see, are mutually connected within a sequence. The surface components depend upon each other according to grammatical forms and conventions, such that cohesion rests upon grammatical dependencies. Thus, cohesion is a grammatical relationship between parts of a sentence, essential for its interpretation. Coherence and concerns in the way in which the components of the textual world, for example, the configuration of concepts and the relations which underlie the surface text, are mutually accessible and relevant. It's the order of statements relates one another by sense, the quality of being meaningful and unified. We have 7 criteria which have to be fulfilled to qualify either a written or spoken text as a discourse. So these 7 criteria consists of what the discourse is. Cohesion, grammatical relationship between parts of a sentence essential for its interpretation. Coherence, the order or statements relates one another by sense. Intentionality, the message has to be conveyed deliberately and consciously. Acceptability indicates that the communicated product needs to be satisfactory in that audience approves it. Informativeness, some new information has to be included in the discourse. Situationality, circumstances in which the remark is made are important. Intertextuality, reference to the world outside the text or interpreter's meta. So as you see here, we just learned what the reference is, what the substitution and ellipsis are, and conjunction. Now we're going to talk about lexical cohesion. So this is a cohesive device in English too. Lexical cohesion. Lexical cohesion is occurs when 2 words in a text are semantically related. It denotes link between words which carry meaning, verbs, nouns, and adjectives. 2 types of lexical cohesion are differentiated, namely, so here is reiteration, and collocation. So reiteration adopts various forms, particularly synonymy, repetition, hyponymy, and antonymy. And synonymy, like it is given some examples: beautiful, an attractive, pretty, lovely, stunning; fair, just, objective, impartial, unbiased; funny, humorous, comical, hilarious, hysterical, and so on. This is called synonymy. What is hyponymy? Hyponymy is a less familiar term to most people than either synonymy or antonymy, but it refers to a much more important sense relation. It describes what happens when we say an X is a kind of Y. For example, a daffodil is a kind of flower, or simply a daffodil is a flower. House is a hyponym of the subordinate building. So as you see, daffodil is a kind of flower, and or simply a daffodil is a flower. So here is hyponymy. Daffodil is a hyponymy. House is a hyponym of the subordinate building. So house is a type of building, therefore it's called hyponym. Collocation. A collocation is made up of two or more words that are commonly used together in English. For example, to feel free, to come prepared, to save time, to find a replacement, to make progress, to do the washing up. So here is given the two words are always come together. For example, feel and free, come and prepared, save and time, find a replacement, make progress, to wash up. So here is you see the words, the two words commonly used together, not in part, used together. Adversative conjunctions. Adversative conjunctions act to indicate contrary to expectation and are signaled by yet, though, only, but, in fact, and rather, and etc. Peter is an English student, but he can't speak English. Peter is an English student. He can't speak English. Casual conjunction expresses result, reason, and purpose, and is signaled by so, then, for, because, for this reason, as a result, in this respect too. As she studied much harder as a result, she passed the exam. This conjunction is called causal conjunction. So thank you, and this is the lesson we are going to learn today. So if you have any questions, leave it on the Moodle platform. Thank you very much. Bye bye.